YouTubers and my fellow witches. I wanted to do a book review. This book is a handbook of magic spells and potions. It's a mix of different spells and just lore and all kinds of really cool mythological, I always say that wrong, mythology and stuff from back in the days, because when witches first began, you gotta think, we didn't have, like I've said this a million times before, our ancestors worked with what they had, okay? They didn't have purple candles or red candles, but if you're going to use them, they're good for visualization and they do work. So let me just please stress, and I'm going to do it on my new candle magic video, but I wanted to stress now, any new witches, if you're doing a love spell, please don't use a red candle. And you want to like look at the days and things like that you're doing it, right? Friday, Venus, ruled by Venus, great day to do it. Don't do it on a Saturday. Don't do it. Do it on another full moon. Don't do it on a new moon. I made a mistake. I think it said full moon one day. So that's banishing. That's getting rid of. You want to work with these energies because you want to get what you want. But that's not what this is about. Okay. So this is a really cool book. It's by Anastasia Graywolf, I believe. Yes, Anastasia Graywolf. Okay. Just so I don't get in trouble. To have success in gambling. Let's see. To dream pleasant dreams. Let's go with this one. To dream pleasant dreams while you rest, place lavender near your bedside. This little pillow here, I'll show you how to make one of these. Alright. Sleep with your arms outstretched, preferably on your back, and give yourself to sleep while taking deep breaths and repeating in your mind. Dreams be kind, dreams be wise, dreams be mine, dreams be mine. Now this one actually works. I've slept with my dream pillow that I add. It's kind of like a mojo bag, yes. Well, you can sew a pillow. I have star anise in here. I have an amethyst stone because I like to. But I'm also trying to not just have comfortable dreams. I'm trying to have lucid dreams. I have astral travel oil, things like that. I'll get into all that. If you guys want me to make any videos on that, just let me know. But for this little mojo bag, you can buy these bags really cheap. If I can find any. I have like all my herbs. I have a whole bunch of herbs here. Mugwort, lavender, everything known to man. This is just basil. My star anise organic. It's very flavorful. You can make a tea out of it. Also used for good luck, happiness, money, cleansing, and love. Like, I knew a lot of the things it was used for. I just wanted to see if there's anything extra I may not have known, but yes, I have used it for all that and more. It's good for protection. Like, I'll just do a whole video on each herb, but buckthorn bark. Okay, so anyways, for this one, I have the stone. You don't have to have stones in it. If you have them, throw it in. Lavender. This is just a little mini one that I happen to have. But I have another bag of lavender. I put lavender in. I may put a little sage. Cinnamon chips are great for psychic protection, for psychic, you know, you want to burn some on a charcoal disc. It's good for that. Also with other things like mugwort. Mugwort is added to that because I want to have prophetic dreams. Sleep with that under your pillow and with my tarot cards. Oh yeah, my lovely tarot cards. Let me tell you, I just sleep with my tarot cards and I have crazy dreams. But it also helps my energy to be pushed into them. Do you get what I'm saying? But I want to talk a little bit. Anything you guys want to know, if you guys want to know how to make a mojo bag, what should I add? Anything like that. If I want to make a love mojo bag, you can even add your petition. You can add a stone. You can add specific artifacts. Like, for instance, I have a petition here. This was for a protection spell. I used a blue candle. You don't have to use colors, but you can if you want. Witches back in the day used beeswax, and they sometimes just used fire. Okay? They didn't have things like, okay? To dream of the future. Something I was just talking about. To know the future, let an egg go rotten. This sounds crazy. Some of them sound whacked. Then place it next to your bed as you sleep. Your dreams will tell you what you need to know. I was literally going to try this one, but I don't want a homunculus kind of growing in. To find something lost, and this is a Cherokee Indian spell. Gather a small, well-worn pebble as round as possible from a lake or a stream. Tie to a string around it and hold the string between your thumb and forefinger. Repeat, listen, ha! You have drawn near to, hearken, O brown rock, you never lie about anything, ha! Now I am about to seek it out. I have lost, name of article. And now tell me about where I shall find it, for it is not mine. My name is Raven, or whatever your name is, okay? Raven Moon is my witch name. Alright, so this is power spells. I mean, there's some, obviously these are very old spells, so it's like things for hunting, things for a lively horse, whacked out kind of stuff, to halt a snake. But they're all different types. It's really cool. To beckon snakes for answers. And these are things witches did, and I find it very interesting. To prevent miscarriage. This is an ancient Asiatic spell. If a woman is carrying a child, she should recite, just as the earth creates, so shall in a like manner a child be potentially produced. The embryo shall be guarded as if by mountains, and a child shall be born in safekeeping. I did actually recite this spell, and I'm not having a child. I did it for someone else. That I did a fertility spell, and it happened. The person was having trouble conceiving, and yeah, I did it. This picture I really, really like, by the way. To get rid of swollen glands. I don't think you guys want to do that, but for drunkenness, some people want to stop this, and I know some good spells for this, but the eggs of an owl, you guys are not going to get this one, but this is just to let you know some of the old spells. The eggs of an owl or a stork put into the cup of a drunkard will cause a loathing of liquor and cure the habit of drinking. Well, I'm sure it will, and I'm not making fun of witches. I am a witch. Like, I'm not making fun of them. I'm just saying, obviously, they might be like, I never want beer again, or I never want wine again. But there are good spells in here. Banish headaches, keep your home safe, envision your future spouse. Summon the dead. There's some wacky stuff. This was the darker book that I got, but I'm not into dark things. To repel cough. A lot of it is healing. Healing spells and potions, okay? Things that are probably still used today. To cure sickness. This remedy is to be applied when anyone is sick and has effected many a cure where doctors could not help. Let the sick person, without having conversed with anyone, put water in a bottle before sunrise. Close it tightly. And you're using your intention when you do things, okay? And put it immediately in some box or chest. Lock it and stop up the keyhole. The key must be carried in one of the pockets for 3 days, as nobody dare have it except the person who puts the bottle with water in the chest or box. The sickness will improve. Who's to say if any of this stuff has happened? If you believe it, you will it. You know, and I can hear crows right now. That's so whack. The Morgan is calling. This one is cool. Bad omens. Things that were believed to be bad omens. Water jugs. It is lucky to meet a woman carrying a jug full of water or other liquid, but unlucky if it is empty. Wine spilling. To spill wine whilst drinking a toast is a good omen and brings health and happiness to the one concerned. Well, I'm glad, because I've spilled quite a lot of wine. Animals, bad omens. Animals lying. A beast lying down, which would mean obviously a bear or anything back then, is ominous. It foretells a sickness, continued illness, or death. Bathing. Should you wash your hands or face in water just used by another, be sure to first sprinkle a few drops on your head before emptying the vessel to avoid bad luck. Because back then, you know, people washed, obviously, they had to pour the water into a container. You know what I'm saying. Bellows. It is a bad omen to find the bellows on the dining table. I do not even know what a bellow is, but if you could tell me. Blinds falling. The fall of a window blind is accounted unlucky, but the evil can be averted by at once replacing it in its sockets. Bragging. To brag about good health or success invites the envy of the powers of evil, and to counteract this, you must, according to some authorities, touch wood, while according to others you should knock on wood 3 times. I'm sure you all know that one. Bread. To throw away a piece of bread is an indication of carelessness and brings bad luck. To break up your bread into crumbs at the table is an omen of coming poverty. And remember where the word breaking bread comes from? Brothers married. It is unlucky for 3 married brothers to live in the same town. Buckets. It is unlucky to come across an empty bucket when going out of a house, or a full bucket coming in. And honestly, I'm getting anxiety just talking about this, which is making me feel... Alright, cards playing. To play cards on a table without a cover is considered unlucky, which is weird because a lot of times, a lot of tarot card readers, not all, but the superstitious tarot readers like myself, like to have something over, you know, and like to have our cards covered to keep any negative out, okay? Cat's black. The meowing of a black cat at midnight is a bad omen and foretells a death. There are some things like animals, like some people think if an animal visits you. Now I know an owl. You see an owl for like 7 days, that is an omen of bad luck, and it's been proven. Well, if you guys know any, tell me. This was just a quick kind of review over that book and just talking about some of the old school ways that witches would do spells. It's pretty bizarre, but it's very interesting at the same time. Okay? I think it's about focus and intent and willing something to happen. Alright, so take care, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, and share if you'd like. Bye-bye.